Here we go. Hopping right back into Okami HD. Oh, a bit loud. Hopefully it's not. Alrighty. So, last time, we went into the dungeon where the boy's dog was trapped, and we beat the Spider Queen. I think that's what her name was. It was like a big ol' spider witch. Except instead of spider legs, she had human arms, so that was pretty weird. But after defeating her, we were able to get the dog back to his rightful place. And then, as a result, the bridge that was previously out has been rebuilt, and we can make our way to the next area without any troubles. Whoa. All we gotta do is make our way there. I probably shouldn't have went all the way back to town and saved there. Would have been better to probably find it closer. Hey Marcus, how's it going? I think sounding like Chugga Conroy can only be a compliment. Chugga Conroy is awesome. How was your day, Marcus? How have you been? Hey, that's good, Marcus. Bunch of cards in the mail. It's like Christmas time, except for only for you. Did I save the world today? Did I save the world today? Did I save the world today? You bet I saved the world. That world is so saved. I actually had that one ready for like more than a week already. I was just waiting for you to ask. Yeah, I had to wait for the optimal time. I can do that too. Take that. Oh no, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. Alright, so next order of business is to find the bridge area. I don't remember 100% where it is. But we'll get there eventually. Hey, alright, Marcus. Are you on mobile? Because the clip system on mobile, just like the rest of the Twitch app, is kind of wonky. Yeah, I thought so. Hello, non-mobile Marcus. Or are you not mobile anymore? Did Ness break into your house and take a baseball bat to your knees? Siege mode. Okay. I guess that also makes sense. Yeah, I guess it could have been Goro. But Ness was the first person I could think of that wields a baseball bat. It's his signature weapon. I love the whole ridiculousness of Kazuya. Or not Kazuya. Yakuza. And the whole, like, Kiryu doesn't kill people thing. When he's, like, bashing people over the head with, like, baseball bats and, like, shooting them and stuff. No, he hasn't killed anybody. They're fine. Hey, let's go. He's part of our club. That means he's a gamer, right? Yeah, let's go, gamer brother. One of us, one of us, one of us. No, I was gonna click on that, but then Okami said no. It took my mouse hostage. Just post it in the Discord. I'll take a look at it there. Oh yeah, Sega Space Harrier. He's so serious about it too. Let's see, where is the area that leads to the bridge? kind of lost it. Hello, good morning. Good. I just ate your food and made an exit. Bye-bye. Irashai. Did I say that right? Oh, this is back towards the temple. Hey, Hollow, how's it going? Are you back to 100% power yet? Or are you still feeling a little bit under the weather? Hey, alright. I made an attempt. That's important. Doggy, hello. Hey. I lassoed a rope to the other side. Look. Hey, you there. Get that rope out of my way. Huh? Susano? What's going on? My new secret technique, imploding barrel flying monkeys, was a flop. I ended up being washed downstream on this tree trunk. Here he comes. Hold on to that fishing pole, kid. No, wait. Let go of it first. No, you guys, I said let go. Oh no. Amy, use your celestial brush, quick. Start? Oops, I used one of my ink things. Whoop. There we go. Wait, no, what? I felt the rumble. That had to have been it. Cheater, cheater, pants on fire. I can feel it. I can feel the power. There we go. Just need a little bit more. A little bit more ink. Oh no, I just realized that the time is still going, even though I paused with my brush powers. Can I feel it off screen? Nope. That works. I'll take that. No! They're going by too fast. There we go. C1. Yup. One more, just one more. I see it. Yeah, we did it. Whoa. Oh, well, that's one way to do it. Phew, I thought we were goners. But it all worked out. Just look at that new bridge. Log. Did I do that? Hehe, that's right. It was all you, kid. I don't know what was eating you, but you'll never get anywhere in life running from adventure. You should thank your doggy for teaching you that. I couldn't have done it without you, Ume. Thanks. Hey, where'd Pops go? I'm sure it'd take more than that to kill the guy. He's bound to pop up somewhere again. Doggy hug. Happy. We can feed him, look. Oh my gosh. Give him some meats. Here you go. Happy. Yeah, that was probably a great day for this dog. Cheems? What does that even mean, Cheems? Taka Pass lies ahead. Great plains in the mountains. Let's prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. Well, let's get going, you big furball. Funny or Doge? I've never heard of it. So, Taka Pass has been cursed too. I bet we'll find a withered guardian sapling around here. You updated your Susanoo Wikipedia forum. Yes, I see. Oh, what's going to become of me now? That confounded cursed zone is causing all sorts of trouble. And my most precious tool of the trade has gone missing too. I just don't know how I'm gonna make a living anymore. I wonder what's become of Kusa village now. It's up on Mount Kamiji where the big windmill is. I heard some terrifying growls coming from the shrine there. And I ran down the mountain as fast as my legs would carry me. Then I realized that this area was all cursed too. I never imagined that monsters would come anywhere near us. Looks like the end of the world is finally here. Well, I'm here to put an end to the end of the world. Taka Pass is another place that's changed for the worst. It used to be so nice to relax in the divine wind up there. But now it just stopped blowing altogether. That means I'm hardly doing any trade in talismans at all. And there aren't many travelers coming by selling things either. Fresh fish of Agata Forest would fetch a fortune right now. Doesn't seem to be any good fishermen there anymore. Anyway, enough of my complaining. Been sent to buy something, Pooch? Play the clip? Which clip? Let's see, how much do I have? Well, I need some more of these. One of those. And that's enough fish. Yoo-hoo! A save mirror. Also, again, Which clip are you talking about, Marcus? Too late. Oh, the world was in peril. Well, once we save this area, we can play the clip. That'll be an appropriate spot to do it. No, Susanoo could probably handle all of the Naruto multiverse just like Krillin can. No, that was no good. Oh, here we go. Here's where we're supposed to go. It's just like using the powder keg in Majora's Mask. Oh, real fake horse. Nice. Hark, the call of the heavens, the earth, the sea. They summon me forth to defeat evil. Oh, look, it's this guy again. What's his name? Yamcha? Waka, the god's gift to man is here. Bonjour. You again. Long time no see. Did you enjoy the little log adventure I prophesized? Why, you. Were you behind that near disaster? Moi? Of course not. I just had a fleeting glimpse of your future. You see, I have the power to see that which is yet to come. Even if it were something you'd rather not know. The half-baked prophet's at it again. If you're so great, then how come you didn't predict Orochi's return? Hehe, what's wrong? Cat cut your tongue? Excusez-moi, you say something, my little bouncing friend? That's it. By the way, I saw your battle with the spider lady. A rather clumsy attempt, I must say. How could a washed-up old wolf like you possibly expect to save the world? How? How, you ask? Like this. Oh, that didn't work. Like this. Ridiculous. What? You were spying on our battle? And it never crossed your mind that you could help out? Enough talk. There's only one way to settle this. Just go for it. Why does he have a lightsaber? Is this guy like a really big fan of Star Wars or something? Oh, and his sword beams like Link. Cheater. Yeah, blow him up. You like that bit? I like it too. I think it's quite a good bit. Yeah, that first time was the best one, I think. That's because I practiced it. What are you even slashing at, yo? Oh. Yeah, the explosive finish. Dramatic finish. Not bad, ma chérie. What do you mean not bad? You're all out of breath. What do you want anyway? Oh, I almost forgot. I had a question for you. Have you been to Lake Harami over on Shinshu Field yet? In the middle stands the Moon Cave where Orochi's spirit was trapped. A barrier has blocked the entrance ever since Tsukuyomi was removed. That means Orochi must still be in there. I want to get through the barrier and enter the cave. But I'll need the Serpent Crystal in order to do that. You wouldn't happen to know where I could find it, would you? Would you have to pull out your sword just to ask that? And why'd you want to visit Orochi's lair anyway? So then, you do not know. Très bien. So that big windmill. At any rate, I shall just have to find it myself. But before I bid you adieu, I have a prophecy for you. I foresee a doggone difficult quest. Au revoir, baby. Okay, see ya. Hey, Amy, let's try and beat Waka to that Serpent Crystal. I can't help feeling he's up to no good. Plus, we just might find a new celestial brush technique, too. Hey, Meeps, how's it going? How's your day been? Sorry, you can't have free followers. Nothing in this life is free, Meeps. Hey, nice. What have you been up to? Playing some more Villainous? Oh, are you still working on your Hungry Box custom deck? Are you like still balancing it out, or you think it's good as it is? Hey, what with this treasure chest? I bet there's some pretty sweet stuff in there. Yeah. People are like, oh, you're gonna have to pay for air eventually. We already do pay for air. Every time you go and like put air in your tire at the gas station, you're paying for air. It's already a thing. The future is now. Oh, are you not on spring break yet, Meeps? I guess since you said that you're writing your final exams or whatever, then you're just about there. What? How come you get free air, Hollow? Bottle some air and send it to me at my web zone, AOL Online, PBS Kids. Whoa, almost fell into the pit. Wait, people buy Reddit accounts for karma? What does that even mean? What even is Reddit karma? Is it like YouTube likes? So it's like a Twitter checkmark, except you can gain like certain amounts of it. Alright, we lifted the curse. That's weird, Meeps. I didn't know that was a thing with Reddit. Taka Pass is back to normal now. Without the cursed zone, it'll be easier to find brush techniques. But first, that big windmill has really piqued my interest. Didn't that half-baked prophet mumble something about it? Whatever. It's not going anywhere anyhow. Let's take a good look around Taka Pass, okay? I'm a bit worried about the people who live around here. Good idea. Ew, had no idea about that, Meeps. Oh, you should use our new lurk emote. It's cute, little Kajin. He's lurking. Shadow Kajin. No, you don't need a Prime. I added it to my Better Twitch TV. So if you're here and you're watching the stream, you can use the emotes anyway. I want subscribing to be just like, hey, I like your content, have a sub, you know? What's wrong with my circles? My circles are broken. There we go. I'm surprised how generous this game is with the food. Because the food is basically a Legend of Zelda fairy, right? It'll revive you if you die in combat or whatever, and I haven't had to use it, like, not even once. Hungry dog. A doggy. Oh, I learned this, really recently, but did you know that they have cookies for dogs? It's so cute. It's like actual cookies. Like baked cookie treats. With sprinkles. Except for dogs. It's amazing. Yeah. I want to get some for my sister's dog. See how they like it. Yeah, my sister gets her dog a puppuccino when she goes to Starbucks. It's just like a little cup filled with some cream, and it's super cute. I guess this is just gonna be something later. It's like the Legend of Zelda, like, you know, after a boss. Whee! I mean, you joke, Hollow, but at the pet store I saw, like, chocolate doggy treats. But like, safe chocolate. I don't even know how they did it. Doesn't make sense. There's like a chocolate bar for dogs. That's the power of science, baby. Doggy. Here you go. Some meats. Yo, yo, yo. Whoa, check it out. Some handsomely dressed moles. Hey, 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 stop right there. How dare you walk around our turf without permission? I won't let you get away with it. I'm Molly of the Molesters. Dang, Bottle sure looks different. All of the territory beneath Taiga Pass is under our control. We can't just allow people to come wandering in as they please. How are we supposed to relax with intruders like you around? I'll have to get you to leave some of that behind to make up for it. You know what I mean. That gold-colored thing used in shops. Huh? Oh, I get it. You're just a pack of thieves extorting money. Well, pigs will fly before you shake us down. We should teach you a lesson. You've got some nerve. Fine, if that's the way you want it, you'll regret this. Come on, men. Molesters, they special dust cloud formation. You ain't got the best of us yet. Got him. Yeah, you got me. Got him. We're playing whack-a-mole. We have to protect the boss. Hey, boss. Take that. Take that. Ooh, it'll take a lot more than that to hurt me. If you want to fight, let's fight properly. Gonna get ya. Yeah, it's Bottles, dude. Except he's a lot more mean looking. Ugh. Trying to pick a fight, are you? Then try this on for size. Ooh, that actually is pretty tricky. Take that. Ugh. I don't understand it. How do you manage to stand up to our special dust cloud trick? Heh, had enough of hard-headed Amy? That'll teach ya. Don't mess with the gods, Furface. Crime doesn't pay, remember that. I expect you guys to stay on the straight and narrow now. I do know the difference between right and wrong. It's just that, well, I was lonely. No matter how long I wait down here, no one comes to see me. That's why I behaved the way I did. I just wanted to get your attention, that's all. Please, white doggy, will you be my friend? I promise I'll behave myself from now on. Honest. You're just what I need, doggy. If you stay, then I won't have to be lonely anymore. This is just getting stranger by the minute. I know I shouldn't show my feelings like this. I'll go back underground now and shed my tears in private. I suppose it's goodbye then. Come back and visit soon, won't you, doggy? Okay. That was a bit dramatic. Look, we got a thing! Yeah, his little knapsack was cute. What a dilapidated old house. Its rotted pillars are collapsing. I bet we can get on top of the house by climbing up this one. Whoop. Looks like this one's part been covered with wooden panels. Pretty sloppy job, I must say. I bet you could easily smash it to bits. Alright. We still have this golden thing. This is definitely giving me some Twilight Princess vibes. There's a house that looks eerily similar to something like this. And that you also have to go into like a hole to get to. Somewhere in Kakariko Village, I think. Step away from that pot for a ball. That smells nasty. My favorite. Ah! I was just looking for something tasty to put in my pot. You'll do nicely, little mutt. Gross. You should keep us going until my husband catches us a big beast. Wah! You must have a death wish, you miserable mutt. Take that. Can't catch me. Where'd she go? Oh, I guess she went inside. I definitely don't want to do that. Ugh, what a disgusting well. I guarantee you this water will give you the runs, even if you're a god. Gross. Alright, we should probably take this back to one of the shops. Because one of the dudes said that he was missing something. And this is probably one of the special tools that he uses to make tea. Hello? Oh, well, you weren't who I was looking for, but hi. I don't understand. The mermaid spring always given us such lovely fresh water. How can it dry up all of a sudden? Whoa, girl. Oops, sorry. Come on, we have tea to make. I can just remember where those tea guys were. What? Hello? Invincible wall? Okay. Oh man. I should probably make it daytime so I can actually see where I'm going. How come all these circles have been broken? This is impossible. Horses. Out of my way, I don't have time for you. Yeah, slice them up. Oof. Yeah, I have multiple outlets of damage, but I like using this weapon, even if it may have a lowered, like, damage output, because it has range. But if I need power, I can just explode everything. That's usually a pretty reliable way to get things dead. Hello. There. There it is. My pendulum's calling out to me. The treasure must be buried here. What are you staring at, Pooch? Want to help me dig up the treasure? My pendulum showed me where it was, but I've completely lost track of where that was now. There must be some kind of clue around here somewhere. Whoops. Ooh, that was close. Oh no! I almost lost my golden thing. I didn't even have to make it morning. This became morning by itself. Alright, let me go this way. I'm a little bit lost, to be honest. This place has some, like, or this game has some surprisingly, some pretty big areas. Well, this is definitely not what I was looking for. No, I lost my golden thing. Oh well. Guess I'm checking out this area after all. Ooh, there's a bunch of unhappy villagers here. Yo, how's it going? Hey there, Pooch. You hoping to head over to the city too? I'm afraid no one's going anywhere with that big drawbridge like that. Even the checkpoint guards don't know why it's been raised. I bet there's something a bit fishy going on. Oh, what a cute little doggy. Are you stuck here too? That big bridge over there, people call it the Big Drawbridge. It's what links Taka Pass with the city. As you can see, they keep the bridge raised these days though. I wonder what's going on over in the city. Wait a minute. Can we get pets from this guy? Hello? Pet me, please. Wow, what a statue. It's some kind of bird. Looks like it's ready to take off at any moment. Come give me pets, please. Ooh, what? Oh, this is the checkpoint for Seiyan City. The big drawbridge is the only way in or out. But no one is allowed into the city right now. That's an absolute order from the Queen. Say, you know the phoenix statues that protect this checkpoint? Well, they burned with a sacred flame that drove away evil. But they suddenly went out one day. I'm afraid monsters are gonna sneak up on me when it gets dark. The sacred flames should never go out. Maybe that rumor is true. Now, there's a lot of interesting stuff just in this one area. Hey, don't go trashing my shop. Sorry. What a pain. Now that the big drawbridge has been raised, I can't get home. I heard Queen Himiko had issued an order to close off the city. But why would she give orders like that with so little warning? I suppose I'll just have to sell my goods here for now. You haven't been sent to do the shopping, have you? Sure. Infinity Stone. Cool. I really don't need any of this. Like, these holy bones, I've used like 2, I think, so far, and I have 7 of them. And I could very, very easily buy a bunch more. Looks like graves for travelers who didn't make it to the city. What a pity. May they rest in peace. Thanos dog, snapping people out of existence. Hello there. What's the matter, Pucci? Why the sad look? You'll never get anywhere looking like that. It's bad luck. I'm Yoichi, the greatest archer among all the city guards. He has a Squidward nose. Holy smokes, that's some bow you got there, mister. What's this? You brought a friend along with you, Pucci. This is my trusty bow, Golden Fire, the most powerful in all the land. Guarding is rather dull work, so I passed the time practicing archery. I'll show you what I can do. Watch this. Amogus. Wow, bullseye. Pretty good, eh? There's not a target Golden Fire and I can't hit. Now, my friends, why not have a bite to eat and relax a bit? Yum 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 yum. He is pretty good to be able to shoot that into that cannon. Wait a minute, it's a perspective trick. This guy is a cheater. You see that? You see that? Look. Way off the mark. This guy is a fraud. He's a fraudster. He doesn't have the talent to back up his words. Oh, alright. If I must, I'll cut him some slack. If I was stuck in a PS2 engine, I'd probably have the same problem. Let's go on the boat. Yoo-hoo! Why would you curse Microsoft Excel? That has nothing to do with PS2. That's valid. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a valid response. Why not curse Microsoft Excel? Microsoft has a lot of problems. What? For real? How is that even possible? Why would you have to program in Microsoft Excel? Oops! Oh, I picked him up. Okay, move there, please. Hey, he's Squeaky. How's it going? Oh, thank you for your sacrifice, Squeaky. It shall not be in vain. I'll use that 2 cents to put it towards an audio interface, so you don't have to blast your volume to 5,000% to hear me well. Yeah, I know that a decent audio interface is like $100+. I definitely wish that it was that cheap, yeah, but whatever. I'm not gonna be messing around with virtual audio cables, it just gets way too confusing. You have no Bitcoin. So sad. No Bitcoin and maidenless. Plundered. I'm gonna get to Elden Ring one day. I swear. I beat Dark Souls 3. And I can start Bloodborne whenever I want. That tasty 30 FPS. Unless, of course, you get, you know, that PS4 from your uncle who works at Sony. And then you can play it at 60 FPS. What does that even mean? L plus ratio. I need to learn the ways of the internet. The intraweb. Monkey! Give him seed. Because we can't give him nanners. So like L is like taking an L, right? Like taking a loss. And, but yeah, but like what's ratio? Ratio is... Oh, okay. I don't understand these things. I'm an old man, remember? Yikes. What's this creepy evil atmosphere in this village? There's no cursed zone here, but I definitely sense evil. I love butter. I like clogging my arteries. Hello. Of all the luck, I wanted to do some trading over at the Gale Shrine, but it's been taken over by some monster and it's panic all around. Oh well, I suppose I'll just have to make the best of it now. Have you been sent here to do some shopping for your master? Pinwheel? Oh my gosh, I want one of these. I think that's... Wait, actually... Need some more feed bags because I've been feeding the animals. There we go. Oh, this place is draining my ink powers. I'll definitely get some of these then. Yeah, that seems good. Oh, I see. This is a fountain that uses wind power to draw up water. Too bad it's not working now. Look how the ground's all dried up. But all that we need is a good strong wind to draw some water up. Sorry, I can't do that. Naked! 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 That was the wrong one, actually. Hello. I can't get on with this at all. I'm trying to collect my harvest, you see. Well, only Mr. Bamboo's baskets can hold enough of it. Have you been to his house yet, pup? He lives here in the village. People come from far and wide to buy his work. He's a real master. But he suddenly stopped making anything. He said he just can't get a hold of any decent bamboo anymore. Come to think of it. I was talking so much today and my throat's as dry as a bone. I'll talk up a storm tomorrow, too. No one's gossips better than me. Okay, if you say so. Yum. By all means, Squeaky, if you want a Vine Boom sound effect to me in real life, then I'll have to accept it. Hey look, Susano. No, not that. By the gods, I vow to you won't ever. It's Susano. He's one tenacious dude. Wonder what he's doing here. I bet he's having a nightmare about getting beat up by monsters. He seems rather frantic. It'd be funny if it weren't so sad. That dream again. Is there no escape? I thought by coming to the village. Hey there, Pops. Floundered around in your dreams, too? Must be nice to be able to nap in the middle of the day like that. Greatest warrior ever, my foot. Poochie and Little Bug. Oh, here to disturb my meditation again. Even in my dreams, I'm hard at work devising strategies for defeating that crimson something or the other. I came here to pray for victory at the Gale Shrine, but lo and behold, that crimson something or the other occupies the shrine. Well, with my invincible sword, there's no need to pray, but mankind's fate rests with me. I must be fully prepared. First, I must sit here and come up with a well-thought-out plan. Now, where was I? Plan? Yeah, right. That's just your excuse to sleep. You got him. Blech. That sound effect comes and goes so quickly. Man, I can't get over... I just can't get over bald Amaterasu. This needs to be fixed immediately. What? This is a cursed zone. What the heck? Look at her. She's bald. She's bald because she doesn't have her red. She's super bald. Alright, Squeaky. Don't end up in someone else's house. That'll be awkward. What a pickle I'm in! Oh, what a cute wolf! I'm in a pickle right now, Wolfie! I'm a craftsman and I work with a bamboo, as you can see. I can't get any to work on right now. Oh, I shouldn't burden you with my problems, Wolfie. Boy, that must be some big pickle if you're confiding in a wolf. Hello there, you little sprite. Here to listen to an old man ramble. Horse gather bamboo over inside the sanctuary took offense. But I haven't been able to get in there lately. The sparrows glad suddenly closed the entrance to Sasa Sanctuary. Well, I do wish I could crush my bamboo away. I'm an old man. That's all I have left. To make matters worse, the death was Oh, ain't the end of the world, Gramps. What we've got ourselves mixed up in now, Amy. Old. Yum. We just ate all of his precious bamboo. Now cut that out. You get a tummy aching and stuff like that. You can't tell us what to do. We're a grown wolf. Wow, that's some major bamboo right there. And Mr. Bamboo really must love his work. You know what I hate about bamboo? Is these bamboo shoots that grow up in Animal Crossing. Because then it spreads like wildfire. It's like a weed almost. Because if you don't enclose the bamboo in some kind of like fenced area, it's gonna, you know, take over everything, man. It's gonna spread until it can't spread anymore. And then your whole place is gonna be bamboo. Is bamboo invasive in real life? It just keeps growing and growing and growing. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I thought like fields like that was just like, oh, look at that. It's like super cool bamboo area. I didn't think it would be like that in real life, where it's like you can barely walk. Alright, well, it looks like we have to make our way up to the shrine. Oh, okay. I had no idea. Hi. Hello, little doggy. This flower bed used to be really pretty, you know. It was full of flowers, all thriving on the fountain water. But then the wind stopped and the water dried up, and now... But I'm watering them every day. I have to get them blooming again. Look at the way she like... Like her pose and like her movements and stuff, it's so sad to see. Oh, I was about to use my brush power to try and paint some grass and stuff, but I remembered. Bald! Oh man, I just noticed that when Emmy's bald, she doesn't have like blooming flowers at her feet, it's dead grass. Everything is sad. Hello, are you magic? Oh, this is most unfortunate. I have been possessed in a momentary lapse in vigilance, and I was trying so hard to defend this village. Now it shall be reduced to a horrid, cursed zone. Alas, my strength, it wanes. All is lost. Is that it? Some guy with a kite? That's fine. Yeah, even without our powers, we got him. Super Mario, Super Mario, Super Mario, Super Mario World. Time to be fast. Super Mario World. It's a blast. I forgot the lyrics, but it's been like 20 years. Even though I'm not that old. Yeah, we can bite stuff even without our powers. Take that. No chance. Hey, Carl. Hey, nice. It's cool to see you so excited for the new, Doctor Who. Hmm? Have I been freed from the evil curse? You have saved me, but I do not know how. What the heck happened, sweetness? Oh, are you familiar with my family, the Satomi house? No, I can see now that you are not. Still, you may be of great service to me yet. Will you not listen to what I have to say? You just keep talking, pretty lady. He soon's a-listening. Oh, thank you. I am Princess Fuse, priestess of the Gale Shrine. Hello. The Gale Shrine stands atop Mount Kamiji. Kazegami, the god of wind, is enshrined there. The wind blowing down from there keeps the monsters away. Known as the Divine Wind, it is venerated as our protector. However, it suddenly stopped blowing one day, and that has allowed the monsters to sneak into our village. Even I, the last remaining priestess here, was nearly slain. That horrible monster is behind all of this. Yay, we got an achievement. Will she pet us? Hello? No. She's not as good as the rice farmer lady because she always gives us pets. I have no idea what sea devils are, Carl. Are they like sea monkeys? You put them in the water and then like you take care of them? Ooh. I mean, if I really want to. Is that a good or bad idea, though? That's fine. That's a peaceful way to go out. Monkey. Monkey. You know, I kind of consider having the channel points, noise notifications as like a perpetual thing on my channel, but then I thought it would just be way too invasive, I guess. It would just distract way too much from the stream. I like having a minimalistic approach to streaming. No overlays or like face cams or anything. Just me, the game, and chat. Oh, now we're doing a side-scroller. Just like Sonic Colors. Intimate. Don't say that, Baka Chat-san. Hey, what's with this guy? I can see right through him. Who are you? How is it you can see me? I am Yatsu, the earthbound spirit who haunts this area. Long has it been since any have ventured this way. My eyes have failed me. I can no longer see. In their stead, my inner eye can judge a person's true form. You appear to be a maiden most fair. What could possibly bring you to Gale Shrine? You must leave this place, for it is no longer a shrine of the gods. It is now cursed and under the control of a horrible creature. This is no place for a fair maiden such as you. Fair maiden? He's talking about you for a ball? That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. What's this? It appears the maiden is accompanied by a little booger. Is the village to meet its end at last? Little booger? He better not be talking about me. Mount Kamiji is the sacred mountain overlooking Taka Pass. It is the source of the divine wind which once blew down onto the village, keeping the monsters at bay. But the wind stopped the day Crimson Helm took over the shrine. The village is vulnerable to monsters without the divine wind. But the divine wind was not our only loss. This shrine is home to the Serpent Crystal. It is said to have the power to lift the eight-headed serpent's curse. Serpent Crystal? Wait, that's what that 2-bit prophet's looking for. Of course, nobody knows if it truly has such power. Nonetheless, the Gale Shrine is under Crimson Helm's control. Let's go in. The shrine is... Okay. I want to go in. I guess we're not getting in here anytime soon. Let's go back and explore the village a little bit more. See what we can find. Well, actually, let me talk to Grill. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Yo, I want to go into the shrine. Do you have like a secret password for me? Will you hear the rest of my story? There's only one explanation for why the divine wind stopped. It's that horrible monster, Crimson Helm. The beast now dwells within the Gale Shrine. The monsters in this area have all been under Crimson Helm's control ever since he appeared in Taka Pass 100 years ago. My people, the Satomi House, keepers of the Gale Shrine, have been battling the beast and his minions ever since. The last year, the fiends attacked and killed the head priest while he was out weakened by sickness, and the Gale Shrine fell into their hands. I remember hearing that story. It was big news in these parts. If only I could vanquish Crimson Helm and free the Gale Shrine, but I'm no match for the evil barrier that now bars the way. There's only one hope now. Only the warriors who serve the Satomi House can right this wrong. Hello, we need a warrior, please. I see. That's an interesting backstory, Carl. Oh no! I'm sorry! Our last remaining hope is for defeating Crimson Helm is the Satomi Canine Warriors. The Satomi Canine Warriors have protected the shrine and served the Satomi House for ages, but alas, they are now scattered throughout Nippon. If we could bring them together again, they could break the barrier and retake the shrine. Really? Then why don't you just summon those puppies on back? I have already tried, but I have yet to receive any word of their coming. I sense their presence nearby, but have yet to find them. What if they were attacked and injured, or worse? I beg you, would you please sniff out their whereabouts? You might find this useful. Yeah, I got a keychain. I sense 5 of the Satomi Canine warriors here in this village. They're a temperamental bunch and don't take kindly to strangers, but they should return to me once they see the canine tracker. The canine tracker will guide you in the right direction. Please use it along with your strength to find them. Leave it to us, sweetness. We'll get them all back without a scratch. Can't wait to see how she thanks us, Amy. Hehe. Oh boy. Check it out, it's like dousing in Skyward Sword, except you don't have to go into first person view all the time. Beep beep beep. Got a beeper. Aha. How'd you even get behind the wall? What? They're cute? Send me a picture, Carl. I need to see how cute these things are. Hello there. What's a dog doing here? I think he's trying to say something. Only listen carefully. I can understand some animals. It's wagging its tail. Bet it's that canine tracker you got there. What's that? Give me some food. I'm hungry. Sheesh. We just met and it's begging for food? What terrible manners. We have food. You want some? Here you go. Yum 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 yum. Boy, it's actually a pretty big dog. Look at that. Yeah, this game is a palate cleanser from Skyward Sword, because we're not, I guess we're not, like, running around to the same areas over and over again. I am full. My master, Princess Fusei, has summoned me. However, I didn't want to go straight home. You hear that, Amy? That means this dog's one of those Satomi canine warriors. Canine Warrior Ray. It feels like a Power Rangers kind of deal. We're gathering all the powerful do-gooders to defeat evil. Now that my stomach is full, I will return to my master. You hear that, Amy? The way Princess Fusei talked about them, I thought they were human. You think these flea bags are gonna be any help? Don't be meany soon. You're riding on a flea bag right now. Without Amy, you'd be nowhere. Oh look, birds. Oh yeah, so I went to the pet store today, and I saw that you can just buy finches. Isn't that wild? Like those little birdies that you see outside, like pecking at the ground and stuff, and just, you know, kind of like, you know, beep beep beep, hopping around. You can just buy those birds. I had no idea. Excuse me? How was this dog here? Hello? What's a dog doing here? It's wagging its tail too. Must be that canine tracker you have. What's that? Give me some food. I'm hungry. Sheesh. Why do these flea bags think we're gonna feed them? Because they're good boys and girls. That's why. They deserve some treats. Now we have the yellow and the red ranger. Or I guess pink. I am full. Canine Warrior. Chi. Now that my stomach is full, I will return to my master. Hear that, Amy? Can you believe these guys? They just want something to eat. That's not super hard to do, now is it, Isun? Oh, let me see this, Carl. Let me see if you're trying to mess with me or not. They are kind of cute, aren't they? They're almost like bird people. Actually, more like turtles. Don't kiss them, otherwise you'll get salmonella. Yeah, basically. Have any of you guys watched E.T.? I remember watching it when I was a kid, and I just thought E.T. was creepy. Like, honestly, I didn't think he was, like, endearing or, like, cute. I thought he was just like, what the heck, man? Like a weird alien guy. Ah, here we go. Yeah, like I can barely remember it, and even with that little memory, I can remember that it was like a weird trip. What's a dog doing here? Alright. This is a big boy. Here you go. Yum 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 yum. Oh, which ranger was this? Oh, Green Ranger. Where was this guy actually? Like, these dogs are just, like, are these, like, spiritual dogs? Because they're in, like, impossible places. They're just, like, inside walls, inside bamboo. They, like, appear out of grass. I guess they're magical. They're out! They're out! The flowers are out! I gave them water every day, you know. I'll keep on watering them, too, for as long as it takes. Get to it. You have a lot of work to do. Let's see. Where's this thing gonna take us now? I think all the dogs are probably in the village, right? I don't think it would make sense for them to be outside these boundaries. Oh, I should actually check inside houses too. Could be the case that maybe there's someone's pet. I don't know. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that kid's dog looked like one of these, like, spirit, like, dog warriors or whatever. The kid with the fishing rod. Maybe I should go back to him. Oh no! I got the chimpkin. Here you go. Good thing it didn't get mad at me, otherwise I'd probably be dead right now. Would have summoned its flock and did like massive damage. Man, I've been gaining all of this like gratitude or whatever, gratitude points, and I just keep forgetting that you can level up with it. Just like in Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2, where I kept forgetting that, yeah, there's levels in that game. You can make your abilities stronger and more useful. Hey there. Here you go. Have some meat. What you talking about, Carl? Just clicked. Purple Ranger. Oh man, I definitely want a doggy named Ko. cute doggy. Hey Amy, how many of these canine warriors does this make? Maybe we should go back and talk to Princess Fuse now. Yeah, sure, right after I destroy all of these valuable pots that have probably been sitting here for like millennia or something. Hey, nice, Carl. So this decision is really a crowd pleaser then, huh? It's not just pandering to nostalgia though, right? They're actually gonna do something good with bringing back the Sea Devils. Because bringing them back is all well and good, but if they just bring it back for the sake of bringing it back, that could probably be like more harmful than anything. Hello, Doogie. Oh, this is a battle-scarred one. Hey, Amy. That flea bag's giving you the evil eye. I think it's noticed that canine tracker you got there. Hmm? What's that? My master, Princess Fuse, has summoned me. But first, I wish to try out these skills I've honed on my journey. You hear that, Amy? Princess Fuse forbids me to join in fruitless battles. But I want you to prove your right to bear the canine tracker. Why, you've got a lot of nerve picking a fight with us. Well, bring it on, you flea bag. Right for a ball? No. Huh? You're gonna run from this flea bag with your tail between your legs? Fine, that's fine. Yep, there was only one right answer. Thanks for being so direct and fourth wall breaky soon. I don't know who this fleabag thinks he is, but he's in for a surprise. Yeah. You think you're tough. Take that. Bomb power. Oh, that does so much damage, it's great. Finish him off in a flashy style. Oops. That didn't work. Slice him. Oops. He poofed out of existence. A worthy opponent, I see. Let us fight where we have more room. You hear that, Amy? Sounds like fun. This time we'll be playing for keeps. Bring it on, Fleabag. You're gonna wish you went straight back to Princess Fuse when we're done with ya. Hey, wait. He's been summoned by the princess, then. Maybe this is another one of those Satomi K9 warriors. I am done toying with you. Now you shall feel the wrath of the Satomi Power Orb. Bah, bring it on, dog breath. We ain't afraid. Oh, Tay? I thought I heard something out here. You two aren't fighting, are you? Huh? Fighting? Oh, of course not. Just some friendly wrestling. Look, not a scratch on either one of us. Well, at least now we have 5 of the Satomi Power Orbs. But you've been naughty doggies. Why did you not come home immediately when I summoned you? Hey, princess, what's with those Satomi Power Orbs? Each Satomi K9 warrior bears an orb from a different virtue. Satomi Power Orbs are the Satomi House's greatest treasure. I need the orb's powers to break Crimson Helm's barrier. But the K9 warriors never listened when I summoned them back. Now 3 of them have yet to be accounted for. I fear something may have happened to them. But there's no one I could send out to help them. Hey, what's with that look, lady? Okay, I get the hint. We'll find the rest of them too. After all, I said we'd get them all back without a scratch. Wonderful. I'll be forever grateful. I know the general locations of the remaining 3 K9 warriors. I shall mark them on your map. You have the K9 tracker. They shall return here once you have shown it to them. That is, if they have not been injured, or even worse. Please, hurry. We must get the power orbs and break the barrier. Oh dang. So they don't really have a lot of time to mess around with the ideas then. If this is the doctor's last episode, then they have to switch to a new one. Here we go. We can Save Origami. It feels like we're going to be jumping into a pretty big segment. So I think I'll end this segment here. So, thanks for stopping by and watching Okami HD, guys. I'll be back after a BRB with some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes. So, don't go anywhere.